Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, amazing people. Happy Sunday. Let's see. Happy Sunday, y'all. Ha ha ha. Happy Sunday. All right. While I wait a few minutes for some amazing people to come in, I promise y'all, like, I really won't be long. Hold on. I will not be long. And I don't think I ever am. I don't think I ever am. I pray that you all have had a magnificent and a fantastic day. I pray that you have made, let's see if this is going to work. And it did. Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. All right. Happy Sunday. Let's see. We're going to share this like we usually do. Let's see. Oh, it's raining outside. Okay. All right. Happy Sunday. I pray that you all are well. I pray that your families are well. I pray that you have had a fantastic day. I pray that you're making and have made the most of your day. For those of you all who do not know me, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help women overcome mindsets that prevent profit, progress, and prosperity so that they'll have the boldness and the bravery to accelerate and ascend in their purpose and their passion. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Like, have y'all ever, okay, sidebar conversation. Have you ever watched a YouTube and video, and then they give you like that, they have click the subscribe button and it goes like, okay, so that's my whole. Hello, Braden. Good evening, y'all. Come on in. Good evening. Good morning, y'all. Come on in. I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Good evening. Good morning. Hello, everybody. I pray that you all are well. If you will, drop where you all are tuning in from, what continent, what state, what city. If you want to, good morning, music boy. If you want to share, okay? So for those of you all who do not know me, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help women overcome mindsets that prevent profit, progress, and prosperity. If you would like to learn more about me and perhaps, hi Doug, get your hands on the 5 mistakes that women make that prevent them from profiting from their purpose, click the link below. I promise y'all, I am going to be done in about 20 minutes or less, okay? So I want to make this short. So, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and share. Hey Doug, I'm actually located in Georgia as well. So tonight I want to talk to you all. Let me ask you this question. All right, from India, good afternoon. So let me ask you this question. What do you all think is the greatest thing that you will ever build in your business? And I know that there's a lag. So again, I'm going to ask the question, what is the greatest thing that you think you will build in business? Do you think it is your followers, your subscribers? Do you think it is your customer base and your clientele? Let me see if anybody says yes, no, or drop something at the bottom. I'm just going to give you all a few seconds because I know it's a lag. Okay, I don't see anybody typing, so I'm just going to talk. So the greatest thing that you will ever build in your business is not your following. It's not your clientele. It is not your customer base. It is not what you think. The greatest thing that you will ever build in business, and I wish somebody would have told me this before I started my entrepreneur journey. The greatest thing that you will ever build in business is you. We're going to talk about that tonight. Bye, have a good day. A lot of the times, people wonder, you start a business and you get excited, right? And you may even get a customer or two or three, or start doing very well, right? And then after a while, you face challenges, things aren't coming as quickly, or maybe you have start out very successful and then you hit a pitfall or a roadblock or a challenge in your business. A lot of the times people quit because they don't realize that the challenges come to make them resilient, that the challenges in business come to build their level of persistence. See, here's the thing. If entrepreneurship was easy, guess what? Everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be doing it. If entrepreneurship was as seamless, I'll say this, was as seamless as we want it to be, guess what? Everybody would be doing it. Everybody would. But guess what? Everybody is not, because everybody is not made for it. A lot of people don't hang on in there long enough for their resilience, their persistence, their character to be built enough, to be solid enough for them to attract the kind of customers, clients, and opportunities that they so desire. So I want to give you all this perspective. A couple of months ago, I did a brief study on foundations. Now, my background is in healthcare. I'm a legal pharmacist. I am a pharmacist, okay? So my background is not in construction. I don't know nothing about building anything, okay? Let's just make that crystal clear, right? So when I studied building, the first thing I remember, I passed by a construction site, and I had been passing by there very, very frequently, and I noticed that they spent so much time on preparing the ground, right? They spent a lot of time. It seemed like months preparing the ground. And then it made me start focusing on foundations, right? So, and y'all flow with me, go with me. If you haven't already, make sure you click the link below and get access to the Mindset to Movement Masterclass that will be live on Thursday. So to learn more, make sure you click the link below. So with foundations, this is one of the things that I understood. One of the longest processes in a build, calm down, JaNee. One of the longest processes in a build is the foundation. I'm going to say that again. In building any structure, a residential structure or a commercial structure, what takes the most time is the foundation. When you look up foundations are the building block on which the structure will be built upon. Foundations, in order for a building that is very tall to stand, the foundation must be very deep. That's the other thing that I had to understand, right? So point number one, and I ain't even have all this in my notes. Thank you, God. Point number one, you may be wondering why you are constantly having experiences or challenges and even triumphs, because you have to be built first. You are the foundation of your business. As a believer, God is my foundation, right? But I am the physical, mental foundation of my business. I am the one who is putting in the physical labor. So in order for what I am building to stand, I have to be well. I have to be right. I have to have the right character. I have to have the necessary support within me to be able to handle the huge structure that I am building called a business. See, think about where you're living. Whether it's an apartment, a townhouse, a single family home. Do you want to live in a physical structure that is unstable? Do you want to live in something that every time you begin to walk on the floor, that structure moves? Absolutely not. You want it to be strong. You want what the physical structure, the home that you're in, to be able to withstand your physical weight and the weight of everything that you have in your home. You want it to be able to withstand having company, having a family, having little ones, because we know little ones can become very, very active because we have 3 small ones in our household. So guess what? It gets very interesting in the Mobley household, right? So you want your physical structure, the physical structure of your household, to be sound enough, not the structure, but the foundation to be sound and strong enough to be able to withstand the weight of everyone in the household. So I want you to think about your business. You may be in your purpose. You may want to build $1 million company. You may want to provide a solution that will transform millions and hundreds of thousands of lives and plenty of people. But guess what? You as the foundation have to be strong enough to handle helping people. And I heard, and I always quote him because I listen to him a whole lot. Dr. Myron Golden said that peopling people can be challenging. And it is, because you are a person. Right? We all have, God made us all differently in a lot of ways, especially in our personalities. And we may not always see things the same. So if you're talking about helping and supporting and transforming the lives and providing a solution to a plethora of people, then you need to be strong enough, and have the character and the resilience to deal with challenging people. I also said this, that the foundation takes the longest of the build. So guess what? If you are the foundation, it's going to take the longest part to build you. Why? Because there are certain mindsets and habits and thoughts that you need to get rid of. That's not going to serve the business that God has given you. You're in your business, you don't have room for doubt. You don't have room for a lack of confidence. People need surety for whatever solution it is that you are providing for them. So building you, and I'm almost done. I don't even know how long I've been on here. All right. So building you is a process. Let's see. All right. I got about 5 more minutes and I'm going to be done. I promise. Right? So building you is a process. That's number one. You got to understand that building you is a process. Just like if you're gutting a house, right? You're going to have to move all of the walls if there's a whole bunch of damage. I want you to think about your life experiences. I want you to think about the traumas that you've encountered that you're still holding on to, that's blocking you from really moving forward in the things of your purpose and your passion. That's a process. Why? Because a lot of people don't want to let go. They're comfortable in their discomfort. Why? Because the discomfort is familiar. It's what they know. Number 2, and this is the last point I'm going to make, and then I'm going to get off. Number 2, the other thing that I learned about foundations is that the taller the building, the deeper the foundation. I'm going to say that again. The taller the building, the deeper the foundation. So guess what? If the building is going to be very tall, they're going to spend a lot of time working on the foundation. Think about what you are to build in your purpose. And one thing I understand, God doesn't ever give us anything small. So I'm sure that the idea and the purpose that you have is huge. It's about impacting lives in a major way. So guess what? You being the foundation are going to have to go deep. What does that look like? It looks like what I just said a few seconds ago. It's going to require you to do some research, and it ain't even no hard research. You know the stuff that you are allowing to hold you back. You know the past experiences of failure, rejection. And here's the thing. If you have had a spirit of rejection on you your whole life, right? Then the way that you show up in your purpose and in your business is going to be from that same position. So if you always feel like people are rejecting you, you're going to show up to the sales table, you're going to show up to the conversation with thoughts of being rejected. So what do you think is going to happen? 9 times out of 10, you're going to face rejection. All too, if you shift your perspective to help you to be aware that you need to learn how to face and how to overcome being rejected. Because honestly, in sales, rejection, especially initially, is a part of the process. Because what you're doing is you're building credibility. That's the other thing a lot of people don't tell you. When you start out in business, I don't care if you have a restaurant, a car lot, people don't know you. One of the major rules in business that is consistent is that people buy from those who they know, like, and trust. When you think about the brands that you purchase from, 9 times out of 10, you have a consistent clothing brand or a clothing store. See, the brand or store that you constantly shop from. Think about your groceries. You consistently, it may not be every time, but you consistently go to the same grocery store to shop. When you think about brands for your food, there's a consistent brand that you always buy. Why? Because you developed a trust in those brands. You know that if you purchase those brands, what product you're going to get. As for me, one of the examples I use is we wash our clothes in Tide. So we buy Tide because I already know what I'm going to get. 9 times out of 10 in terms of freshness. Our clothes are going to smell so good. Right? So I don't buy a whole bunch of other different brands. Me and my husband stay consistent. Why? Because we trust and know, unless Tide do something stupid, that when we purchase Tide, that we're going to get this specific scent. Our clothes are going to be clean. Think about it. So whenever you start a business or whenever you move in your purpose, you got to understand that people have to develop that same level of trust in you. So it's no wonder that they don't buy from you initially. Because guess what? They don't know you. I'll laugh at myself. Yesterday there was, and you know how people come on here, they call them trollers, right? So, and people can be real stupid, just to be honest, they really can, right? So the guy came on here and at first he made a comment, he made a comment and he was like, well, that's why it's only 3 people on this live. Do you think that bothered me? No. And I'm sharing it with you because a lot of the times people get discouraged when they look at numbers. Remember, people don't know you. They don't know what you can do for them. And even when you show them initially, because they have developed a wall or a block when it comes down to trusting people, they don't trust you because of their experiences. But how is trust built? Is by you in entrepreneurship showing up over time. Think about in your personal life. You develop a level of trust with people who you've spent time with. Me going live here on YouTube is a part of me developing that know, like, and trust factor. Because I understand and I know how it works. Social media is very convenient. Very convenient. But you have to build a relationship with the people who you want to buy from you. And more importantly, those who you have been called to serve. To let them know not only do you have the solution to their problem, but you are trustworthy. You're not here today and gone tomorrow. Right? So again, those 2 things, when you're talking about the greatest thing that you'll ever build in your business is you got to understand that you are the foundation of your business. Number 1. Number two, just like with foundations, foundations take the longest, it's the longest part of the build. So it's no wonder that in your business, you come across experiences and challenges that cause you to become a better person. And this is how you have to see it. How can I become better, even if this is challenging? How can I become better, even if this worked? And lastly, number three, remember, you are being built in the process. So when it comes down to building a business, the bigger your idea, the deeper you're going to have to work on you. Because just like a physical structure, the taller the building, the deeper the foundation, and that takes time. The taller your idea, the bigger your idea, the deeper you're going to have to work on you, your emotions, your character, your mindset. So don't run away from it. Instead, embrace it. So if you all haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, click the link below and join me for the Mindset to Movement Masterclass. Until next time, y'all, know your worth. Good night, y'all. Bye.